everyone, welcome back to another Train Sim World free live stream. We're going to be taking a first look at Rivet Games' Steam Railtours expansion pack for the West Cornwall Local route. So yeah, we're going to get straight into it really. We've got Joseph, Ron, Yoshi, NG, Pig and Bob, Dexter and Amanda in. We are doing it live, not a video this morning. As yeah, just got the key download. We've got it all downloaded, so we're doing a live first look. But yeah, let's go to the trains. Pick a route. It's £9.99 as well. So the same as the UP Heritage Pack. West Cornwall Local. Let's see scenarios. What we got? What have we got? Arriving home for Christmas. That will be the Christmas service, which I don't think we'll do just today, as it's Christmas. Old Troubles with Modern Solutions, Calling Off Steam, and Royal Service, which is in the LMS Jubilee. I think we might do that from Trovo to Penzance. That takes an hour and 30 minutes. So what else we got? Reliving History. I don't know what one we should do. Operate the early morning Grand Tour service. That sounds good as well. Oh, let's quickly. Do you get any services? I think you do for. Oh wow, look at that. That's brilliant. So you do get a few services as well. Cool. Well, let's do a scenarios. I think this pack's probably more scenario focused. So let's do reliving history. Let's do it. Cool. And you don't need Spirit of Steam for this either. It's just all you need is West Cornwall Local. That's it, which is sort of the great thing about it. So I suppose, well, yeah, it's much easier to get Steam stuff now if you don't have Spirit of Steam. And here we are, Dispatcher. Welcome to West Cornwall. You have been assigned to take an LMS Jubilee 6P and coupled to the coaches arriving at Platform 1. Run the tour service, stopping at each scenic location to allow the passengers to take photographs. Finish the service by unloading everyone at St Austell station. This sounds very similar to the one on the Arosa line, where you have to stop at sort of each scenic location. Okay, well, let's climb aboard. Here it is in the LMS Crimson Red livery, which looks beautiful, doesn't it? It's a very nice looking loco. How do we get the headboard on? Oh, there we go, or head plate. Ah, look at that. Nice. So we got the Cornishman and the Cornish Riviera Express. Well, let's go for that one. That's like the Harry Potter train, or I guess in a way, yeah. Right, how are we getting on? Here we go, look at that LMS. Looks good. Have a little look around. And it does have the modern bits as well, because you can see sort of live wires overhead, etc. So it's been kitted out for a modern, or at least 90s environment. I'm guessing that's our rail tour coming in. Right, let's get in. Probably now I'm going to get stuck on this journey as well. Right, let's pop that shut. Sit down. There you go, AWS as well. Oh, that's weird. Oh, hello. have we done it? That was cool. Let's do it again. Nice. That was good. Set that to forwards 50. Can you hear me alright as well? Hopefully you can. Forwards 50. Yep. Set the reverse regulator to open 15. Well, the brakes are on, aren't they? Yeah, the brakes are on. Okay. Open 15. Set that to release. And we got the position light signal, so alright. Check the points as well, which looks like they are already set. And we get the cylinder cock shut as well. Nice. We can hear you fine, well, that's good then. What a stunning looking livery though. I know obviously there's Creators Club ones, which I suppose is probably one of the sort of things people have been mentioning about this pack, that for the reskins you have got Creators Club. But I suppose the ones on Creators Club aren't as good looking as this. So obviously the limitations of the livery designer. But I suppose if you do look at it that way, as some sort of livery pack, you still don't get the scenarios and services. That safety valve is annoying. Go off. You rode on steam in the late 50s and 60s, and you never saw a gleaming steam train, so maybe it should be weathered. Well, this would be the 90s ROM as a rail tour service. Right, let's try not to get a spad straight away. That obviously wouldn't be very good. When is the German route coming? On Thursday? Where are we stopping it? There. Oh, we've got to go right up to it. Hang on, no, that's fine. Look, the marker's there. Well, let's come to a stop here. Didn't like it. But the marker's there, look. But then also there. That's confusing. Right, forward we go. I really don't want to get a spad. And our first journey, that wouldn't be any good. Right, stop. There we go. Set the combination brake to 30%. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't have to be bang on, does it? Oh, it's got to be bang on, hasn't it? 30, there we go. Set the reverser to backwards 50. We'll do that. There we go. And this is out now on console. It'll be out later on PC. Hold that. Actually, is there a phone to contact? Ah, that's a good point. Have we got a phone to contact the signaller? Would they have that? I know on modern Steam, I know this is the 90s, but they'd have the GSMR radio sort of there, wouldn't they? So I suppose in the 90s it would be like a CSR radio or something. Would these have a CSR radio back in the 90s? There's got to be some way you can communicate with the signaller. Well, maybe not. Set that to open 15 again. And then get going. That's a good point, actually. Steam trains in the 90s. Would they have a telephone and some sort of CSR radio? Or were they not required to have that? Awesome, Tom. I know you like your Steam stuff, so fair enough. Who doesn't like Steam? And yeah, you can change the headboard as well, just doing... Where was it again? There, so you can change that to Cornishman or the Riviera Express. And you can have it off as well. Cooking today, ooh. You make shapes with the Steam to drop messages. Maybe. It's a good thinking. Back we go though. But yeah, another, I suppose, a gameplay pack. Yeah, by Rivet Games. It's £9.99, although for some reason on PlayStation it's like £9.49. But yeah, so £9.99. So if you like Steam trains and you've got West Cornwall Local and you want a little bit more gameplay, a few scenarios, and obviously you can take these trains elsewhere, scenario planner, so you could run them on other routes. Probably most notably being West Somerset Railway. Be good to run them on there. I am Melbourne. Well, we only just started, but it's alright so far. And I don't think you can really complain about the price either. Why is that so dark there? What's going on there? There's like no track there. Eh? That was weird. I mean, £9.99 for, I suppose, what, 6 scenarios, a couple of reskins. Not bad. Obviously, you might think differently, but I don't think that's too bad, is it? Right, I suppose similar to the Union Pacific Heritage Pack, liveries and scenarios and a few services. Right, let's get that down. No new locos. You got the screens. So they actually do work now, but as it's a scenario, they're obviously not properly on. Set that to 30. Oh, 30. There we go. Here at the Class 317s near Ely Storage Depot are being hauled to Newport. Oh dear. No idea. Uncouple, that'll be the 37. Would have actually been quite cool to have the 37 behind us. It's a bit of backup. But let's get rid of that. There we go. Cool. Set that to forward 75. No, Nigel, no. Does that mean that the LMS Jubilee will be drivable for more British routes? Well, on Scenario Planner, yeah. And I think there's also now rail tour service on Edinburgh Glasgow. So if you've got Edinburgh Glasgow and the West Cornwall Local, I think you then get that. Look at that though. Cornish Riviera Express. So I should say big thanks to Dovetail for giving us the key to show it off. Is it out now? It should be on Xbox, on PlayStation, and then slightly later on for Epic and Steam. As I know they're just later on, because yeah. There's the 37 though. And we're actually getting a new 37 soon, as part of the Loco add-on bundle in Rail Operations Group livery, which will be cool. Hello, Carblade. Right, let's get the door shut. There's a 150. And then off we go. Set that to open 15. That's fine. Right, let's go. Get that bloody safety valve off. Hello, Carblade. How are you? Right, oh, that's not a good start. Nice and steady. There we go. Just on some Isle of Wight 2022. Forgot how much of a nice little route it is. Yeah. Much better than the original one. Fair enough, Tom. I didn't even check. We got a green. Yeah. Didn't even check that. Off we go. Safety valve's off. Yes. I'm hoping the safety valve will be off for most of the journey, because we're probably going to have low boiler pressure for the whole journey, because it's uphill, downhill, well, mostly uphill. Right, Hell Viaduct's our next place. That'll be tricky to stop at. As just before Hell Viaduct, there's quite a steep very steep downhill gradient down from St Earth, so we're going to have to be careful about that. And you've got a speedo as well. Oh, nice, Luke. So it does fit modern requirements. But yeah, would this have some sort of phone or some sort of CSR radio to contact the signaller? That's my question, if anyone knows. 90s steam trains. Did they have some sort of telephone and a CSR radio? Or even maybe not even a CSR radio. Is that the NG? Yeah. And it doesn't look like, which is slightly unfortunate, but it doesn't seem like this route does have the TOD4 upgrades, which I did sort of think it might get, as it's getting a new DLC. So yeah, we don't have the new systems on here, so new, volumetric clouds, lighting, etc. We don't have that on this route, which would have been nice to see with this DLC, but maybe that'll be added in a future update. Lovely. I'll keep the HUD on as well. I'll slowly start popping that down as that goes up. Now I think we're probably going to get stuck. I do have my doubts. So hopefully we won't get stuck. Yeah, nice to actually run this, run a steam train on another route, instead of just on Spirit of Steam. And soon, well, soonish, I don't know exactly when, but we should be getting the Peak Forest route from Dovetail, which will be another steam route with the 4F. Should be nice. I think it's 35 on this one, isn't it? Sort of the resting position. You got St Michael's Mount over there. Lovely. Could you do a tutorial for driving steam trains and Train Sim World 3? I have done, sort of. The best person to look at for tutorials on Steam is Paul, Train Simulator driver. He's got tons of tutorials. Or just, I suppose, watch a Steam stream to see how I do it. Let's get a flyby shot. There we go, let's go up to the crossing here and watch it going past. I think there are working level crossings on this route as well, isn't there? Hello Florian, how are you? There it goes. On the service to St Austell. So what other points of interest are we stopping at? Hell Viaduct, Red Roof Viaduct, Blackwater Viaduct, a lot of viaducts then, and then St Austell. I'm guessing Blackwater Viaduct is the one just after Trovo. Right, we're about to hit the first gradient. Oh, is that? Oh, that's the AWS. That wouldn't be the AWS, would it? What's that down there? Oh, that sounded more like a DSD or something. Morning, Dan. How are you? Now you've picked up Isle of Wight 2022. I have to say though, BCC is still the best route in the game. Well, BCC is very good. Then you are forgetting another route, Inja. You're forgetting the Brighton main line. But BCC definitely is the most detailed and sort of well accurate. Yeah, in terms of accuracy and detail, BCC's top. Just what the Trenton route, kind of boring route. Have you given it a go in the SLer? Good to Dan, I'm alright. Right, 1 in 374, 1 in 333, as we start our way up the gradient. Well, they're still gaining speed, so that's always a good thing. Yeah, how's audio? It does sound quite noisy, so hopefully it's alright. Hello John, how are you? So yeah, I think you get 6 scenarios and 4 services. Although I think there's also, we'll check, I think there's a rail tour in Edinburgh, Glasgow as well, Steam one and a Class 37 one. So it also goes on to other routes. And you don't need Spirit of Steam, all you need is West Cornwall Local. Is it true the Class 700 is coming to... Well, it's nothing official yet, Dr. David. So don't get your hopes up, as it could be fake. Have I done the East Lancashire Railway? No, Elliot. Is that even in the game? Or in Train Sim Classic? Audio's all good, that's good then. Does look elegant though, doesn't it, in the LMS? As opposed to the green, which the Spirit of Steam one's in. Sounds okay, nice. We're absolutely storming up this gradient. I mean, we are losing a little bit of speed, but 55 odd miles an hour, not a lot to worry about. Yeah, there must be some sort of form of DSD which is going off there. Might have seen some clickbait, maybe, yeah. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Just checking to see if that one's in fully open. It does, Nigel, yeah. Would be cool though to see some Great Western Steam locos at some point in the future. I'd love to see some Great Western region locos. Like Riviera line in the 50s or something. That would be superb. Can't wait to give the BR back one of beans, lovely. It's full pale. And now we go down the steep gradient. Which we probably actually, let's get that off. That was AWS. Don't know why it was going off though, because there was no magnet or anything. And the signal was green. Right, let's start getting a bit of breakage on as it's about to get very steep going downhill. In fact, first off, let's get a flyby shot. Let's watch this pelting its way through St Austell. Here it is, look at that. Probably get the safety valve going off again soon. Little bugger. Let's get that on a bit more. It's not too far to Hell Viaduct, and you can see it's a down 1 in 76, which is quite steep. So we don't want to overshoot the stop. Hang on, we're due there at 11 past 6. We're a little bit late. I don't know where that time's gone, but yeah, we're running late. Yeah, that'd be awesome, Nigel. Is there a way to do flyby shots on an Xbox controller? If you go to the classic control scheme, but otherwise no. It's worth, if you're on console, it's worth plugging in a keyboard. I think you can see the lamp station over there. That sort of white building just opposite. There we go. I'm quite surprised there's not really been much coverage though of this this DLC. Sort of, you know, preview streams, etc. I don't think there was a preview stream for this. I mean, and I suppose it is a small little pack, but there's not really been much sort of pre-footage of it, apart from like a 2-3 minute long video by Rivet. Oh yeah, I suppose so now. It seemed like it wanted me to acknowledge it. Next time I won't. Hopefully it'll be alright. And we've got Kalopa? I'm guessing that's, I don't know, that doesn't sound like a word. I don't know, it could be a place. Because the Jubilees are named after places, or ex-places within the British Empire. And then they also have other names as well, like Rodney and stuff. So that could be a name, or maybe it's somewhere within the Indian subcontinent, maybe? Holloper. Don't know. Seeing a steam train going along the AV would be one of the best things ever. Does that actually happen often in real life? How'd you get late? No idea. Right, so this is our first stop, Hell Viaduct. Are we going to see people taking photos, or probably not? I think for Steam it's usually about 4 PM. That bloody safety valve going off. Right, here we are. I thought we might see little flashes or something. Very empty. That would be cool though if we did see little, yeah, little flashes or something, just of people taking photos. Well, people are taking photos. Have you reviewed On the Road's newest update? What's been added in it? Well, there we go. Red Roof Viaduct next. I suppose it's scenic-ish, I guess. Right. Let's get going. Let's get that bloody safety valve off. Get that up to 75. And let's go. Oh, named after a state in Western India. I was right then. And we're off. Is this already available for Xbox? It's out now on Xbox. Many, many years ago, I remember seeing a steam train going along the tracks at Barnes Green heading towards Billingshurst. Nice. Nice NG. A little Isle of Wight jaunt. And we're off. So this is Hell Station. Would have also been nice to see train spotters on the platform. Just those little things, I suppose. Hello, Golden Gamer. Nice look. LMS, look at that. A bit like we've got on the New Journeys expansion for Sandpatch Grade, where you can see like train spotters with their cameras on like the platforms. I mean, that's the 90s, so it might not be, you know, have tripods and stuff and cameras, but you know, just people standing there watching. Let's put that down a bit. 9 miles to Redroof, and we'll do that 35 past, which probably isn't going to happen. Just a tad more. Nice Florian. Well, it's £9.99. So same price as the Union Pacific Heritage Pack. There we go. Oh yes, Dan. Oh yes. Best renovator around. Done that a bit too early there. Actually, no, we should be alright. And we are going up a bit of a gradient at the moment, actually. So we'll just keep it like this. I didn't actually realise it was that steep out of hell. 1 in 78. That is quite steep. Luckily, we did go into 100 quite quickly and put the reverser down. So yeah, probably would be quite easy to get stuck on this in a steam train, so I suppose you do need to sort of know what you're doing with steam trains if you are getting this DLC. Oh, we go. I don't see Golden Gamer. Moved out recently, yeah. Well, we'll even help. What's that mess down there? Some sort of little quarry or something. Or is that supposed to be part of the river? Not sure. Lovely. But yeah, I wonder what Rivet Games' next DLC will be. I'm thinking it'll probably be some Swiss, won't it? They've done this, they did it in Glasgow. So maybe they'll do something Swiss. As maybe we'd see that sort of early summertime or something. There we go. But yeah, slightly disappointing that we haven't got TOD4 on this route now. So sort of volumetric clouds and stuff. That would have been quite nice to see with this DLC. But yeah, I'm sure at some point that will come along anyway, so not to worry. Yeah, slowly getting out of here. Another gradient, which is going to be quite hard to get up, is the one just before Camborne. That's a steep one as well. I think it is uphill most of the way to Camborne. Probably why this scenario takes an hour and a half. Let's get another little passing shot. There we go. Yeah, we're in the LMS livery, and we'll pop into the black one as well. Have a look at that. But for today, we'll drive this one. We should be streaming this later as well, so maybe later we'll do a stream in the BR black one. But for now, we'll just do the LMS red or crimson livery. Hello, Finlay. How are you? Yeah, that'll be good energy, wouldn't it? The Isle of Wight Steam Railway for some sort of route extension to the Isle of Wight 22 would be fantastic. Lovely. 7.5 miles to Redroof. You've got the AWS there though. So you've got the modern system, speedo as well. Anything else sort of kitted? In fact, let's just get out of the seat. Yeah, speedo there, that's there. And you've got the overhead wire stickers as well. But yeah, wouldn't you have some sort of radio or telephone in here? But you can see the, where are they again? Where's it gone? There, you can see the danger live wires overhead. You want to see an add-on for the West Somerset Railway, which includes the Jubilee class. That would be cool. The West Somerset Railway actually already has 2 DLCs. It's got the Crimson or Maroon Class 52 and the Class 33. How do you change your base in Fernbus? I don't think you can. Don't think it's possible. Because you can do platform 9 3/4 to Hogwarts. Hello Mal, how are you? Or Moe? Yeah, 1 in 67 gradients. They're not the nicest of gradients. I don't know if the timetable does consider these gradients and this sort of speed. And it says we're supposed to get there at 35 past. Which if we were at full speed, possibly. We'll probably most likely get there in about 15 minutes or so. Or a tank engine. That'd be cool. Good to hear, Mo. I'm alright. Got 50 coming up as well. Lovely. Pretty much NG, yeah. It's quite a distance. And also what I want to look at is also the Christmas scenario. We're not actually, we won't do it, but we'll just load in. Just to see what it's like. So it looks pretty cool. What a fabulous livery though. LMS. Proper style to it. Can this be driven on other routes? It can do, Nigel, yeah. Not in the room at the moment, Elliot. Oh, see, yeah, Finlay. Yeah, I think there's a rail tour for Edinburgh Glasgow. I think there's actually 2 rail tours for Edinburgh Glasgow. I think the Class 37 has a rail tour, and one of these does. But we'll have a look. We'll load out after and have a look, see what else it does to other routes. Let's get another flyby shot. Lots of external and flyby shots on this route. Well, in this train. There it comes. And there it goes. Cool. Let's get back in. So on the AWS. In fact, let's do the AWS again. Hold on. There we go. For anyone who hasn't heard it or seen it. Nice, we've got 5593. But yeah, quite a challenge getting up the gradients on this route, so you do need to sort of have a bit of knowledge of how to operate a steam train. You've tried the Bossman Games Jubilee for Train Simulator. Maybe one day let's play Train Sim. Kindly went for a Steam sale to get West Cornwall Locals. You don't currently have it. Would love to drive this on Spirit of Steam or West Somerset Railway. I suppose West Somerset would probably be more ideal as you've got the modern systems and stuff. I suppose you could run it on Spirit of Steam, it would probably look quite clean. And obviously you would have the systems, but I suppose it would work. So not too far to Campbell. It's been about 30 minutes since we left Penzance. So we'll do this scenario, then we'll load out. Quickly have a look at the BR black livery. and also sort of where else this train can go, what other routes it goes on to. And yeah, you don't need Spirit of Steam for this DLC, you just need West Cornwall Local. Four miles to Red Roof. And after that, we're going to the Blackwater Viaduct. But these timings are just too short. 6:35, 6:42. It's not happening. And the route's set in the 90s as well. I think this route's actually 1990. Yeah, I think it's bang on 1990. I think. So it is a backdated route. Imagine how hot it would have been driving a steam loco in summer 2022. Bloody hot, I'd imagine. Not too sure, NG. Just wanted to be read. This is Camborne. And then after this we've got a little bit of a downhill gradient down, I think most of the way down to Red Roof, which is nice. A little bit close to the platform edge there. Through we go. But yeah, what would have also been nice to see, maybe see some train spotters standing on the platform or something. A bit like what you've got on the Sandpats Grade New Journeys on the SD40. So you can see train spotters standing alongside the track. Just little details. Any news on when the DLC buses for Fernbus are coming out? Nothing yet. I think all they've said is it's coming later. You stood on Bahamas in the cab for about 30 seconds and it felt like he was going to faint. This was June. A bit of a gradient still going up here. I assumed it was downhill after Camborne. Almost looks like it, but no, we're still going up. There we go. Let's go ahead. There we go. Watch it going past. No, now it's downhill. Cornish Riviera Express. But what is like a steam route, like I suppose a Great Western steam route everyone would like to see in the game? For me, as I said, as I mentioned earlier, it would definitely be the Riviera line in the 50s. That is by far, well for me at least, one of the best steam routes on Train Sim Classic. Riviera in the 50s, Exeter to Kingswear. It's a fantastic route and very scenic as well. Drove a steam train on Train Sim Classic last night, no idea what I was doing, but managed to get it move and stop without blowing up. Beginner's luck, fair enough. As I was also make sure you've got the auto farming on. I suppose there's another good point about this train. Yeah, in fact, I'll show you. If you haven't driven steam trains before on this game and you've just got this pack, probably make sure you do have the steam firing mode. Where is it on here? Steam firing mode. Where is it? And it's on here somewhere. Hide on gameplay. Yeah, make sure you have the steam firing mode too. Where is it on here? Have I gone past it? There. Make sure it's on automatic. As otherwise you'll find yourself running out of pressure very quickly. So yeah, NG, thanks for coming. 7 Valley for you, fair enough. Right, not too far to Red Roof Viaduct now. So let's just coast that. Still a little bit uphill. Look at that though. Cool. This nice early morning rail tour service. But who's got the pack so far? Has anyone got it? And what do you think so far? I mean, you've probably only been on it for 40 minutes, but how is everyone finding it if you do have it? So just start popping that down. You managed to keep the pressure in the green, so I guess that's why you didn't have any issues. Nice. That's all good then. Pop the reverser up as well now, as we are going to be coming to a stop. And also once we've left here, we'll also put on the cylinder, open the cylinder cocks back up. What route did you drive it on, Dan? Not a massive fan of steam routes, but you're a fan of just putting a steam engine into free roam and drive. Fair enough. What a stunning livery though. You have it, it's okay, fair enough. I suppose it won't be for everyone, will it? I wouldn't think this route. I wouldn't think this DLC will be like one of those top-selling DLCs. I think it probably is quite a small-scale one. But I suppose that's probably what it's intended to be. It's just a little bit more gameplay for West Cornwall Local. Morning, Mick. I'm alright. How are you, mate? Welcome in. So far, Mick, we haven't been close to getting stuck. So that's been good so far. Yeah, just a little gameplay pack. Rail tour on the Portsmouth Direct Line towards Portsmouth. Nice. I think I know that exact scenario. Right, this is Red Roof Viaduct. Yeah, very similar to the scenario on the Rosa line, where you have to stop at like different scenic spots. Cool though, I suppose. And this is Red Roof Viaduct. Yeah, it's a very pretty route, this one. I suppose this does add a little bit more life to it. And let's put that to a stop. There we go. Something which will be cool on this route is to see a HST DLC. Well, I suppose it'll be more of just a reskin of the one we've got in the game already. As it does feel quite a sort of a dead route at the best of times. I don't know, what DLCs could they do for this route in future? Definitely a HST one. That'd be awesome. We hope this week the update for Fernbus will be out, hopefully. Right, Blackwater Viaduct next. I'm going to get these cylinder cocks open a bit. And slowly put a bit of throttle on. Come on, train. You know you want to. Probably start wheel slipping in a moment. It's thinking about it. Come on. And we are steadily making a move. Nice and steady. Right, let's get that closed. Because if you don't, what I just did there is open the cylinder cocks up, which lets out any sort of, I suppose, what's a way to say it? Any sort of extra steam, or sort of any steam which has sort of got stuck in the cylinders here. And obviously, if you don't open the cylinder cocks, you'll get a cylinder explosion, which will be a little bit messy. It's not actually programmed in this game to do that, but on Train Sim Classic, a lot of the locos on there, if you don't open the cylinder cocks, the cylinder would explode, and then it will then fail the scenario. I mean, why would you put a DLC on sale if it's just come out? Although I suppose it is a good idea, if, say for this, you know, maybe they could put West Cornwall Local on sale soon. Something like that. Let's pop that down as well. It does, yeah. So, oh, I don't know if you heard that buzz in there. Yeah, it's the LMS Jubilee in LMS livery. So it's the same one as what we've seen on Spirit of Steam, but I suppose it's being given a new lease of life. No explosions, good then. You can take it elsewhere, and slightly more modern as well. But yeah, anyway, we got 66. Surely someone would know, but would a 90s, I suppose, preserved Steam loco like this, would it have some sort of telephone? As I know on sort of modern Steam trains, they have like a little, you know, GSMR radio in sort of there, sort of on the tender. But yeah, would this have any sort of communication systems? Like a CSR radio, probably more likely for the 90s. Maybe at some point, Finlay. Maybe at some point. Yeah, it's just nice to be running the train on here in a slightly more modern setting. But yeah, £9.99. I think, yeah, 6 scenarios, 4 services. So I suppose it's more sort of scenario involved, or scenario based. There's another one there. Oh, that's the one in. Oh, that's a really nice livery. That one. That's the one in BR Black. Look at that. Oh, that's a nice livery. Very nice livery. But yeah, 6 scenarios, 4 services, and yeah, I think you get a rail tour on Edinburgh, Glasgow as well. Yeah, I think so, Dan. But I suppose if you just want to expand your gameplay experience on West Cornwall Local, and maybe you don't own Spirit of Steam, and you want a slightly more modern looking Steam train with the, you know, AWS and stuff, and I suppose worth picking up 2 rail tours at once. Yeah, why not? So yeah, not a nice little pack. And I would say it is priced at a fairly decent, well, it's at a fairly decent price. I mean, £9.99, not really a lot, is it really? And I know some people will say, well, you can just get these 3 skins on Livery Designer. You can, but one, they probably wouldn't look as good, and you wouldn't get the gameplay side of it. So scenarios, services, and you wouldn't have the, well, you know, AWS and stuff, and Speedo. Is the scenery the same as Train Sim World 2, or has it been upgraded to Train Sim World 3 standards? It's still a Train Sim World 2, which I think is TOD 3. So you haven't got volumetric clouds, the new Train Sim World lighting, which I'm quite surprised wasn't added in this update. Like what we've sort of seen for like Sherman Hill, that had the gameplay pack, livery pack scenarios, and that had the new upgrades. But for some reason, this still doesn't have the upgrades, so volumetric clouds, new lighting, skybox, which is slightly disappointing. I would have thought they might have added that in with this. Oh god, with this DLC. But maybe that will come at a later date. Not overly fussed, but it would have just been nice. Well, we did have a 37 on the back, but then you detach it at Penzance, or at the beginning. In fact, after this, I will message Jasper and just ask if that is a plan at some point to add the TOD4 to this route. They probably have mentioned it before. I'll give them a ping in our Discord server. Oh, this is Blackwater Viaduct. Not the most scenic one, is it? I was thinking this one was the Trovo one. So that one's really impressive. I don't know why we'd be stopping here. This is not really impressive. But people want to take photos, so we will. We don't even stop on the Trovo one. Oh no, a little bit further. I mean, that probably would be alright, but... Well, go on then, go a tiny bit further. Go on. Ooh. Painful Finley. Well, they had to ban Steam last year, didn't they? Or sort of not run it. Sort of the risk of fires and stuff. There you go. Right, take your photos. I mean, not the most scenic viaduct. I mean, it's only a tiny little one. I mean, what can you see? It's not really a couple of little lanes there and a field and trees. And what about this side? I mean, it's slightly nicer view, I suppose, down through the sort of little valley there, but still not as nice as the other ones, I'd say. But people want to take photos, so we'll let them take the photos. Right, St Austell next. Which is in 18 miles. And it says we'll get there at 7:10, which I don't think's going to happen. Well, saying that, we were... oh, we'll slip. We were only... what's that? 6 minutes late to Blackwater Viaduct. Right. Nice and slow. It is downhill as well. That does look like it goes up there a little. Let's put that down just a tad. And up a little bit more. Steadily going up. Well, it's actually a bit of an uphill gradient now. Pop that down. You remember seeing a documentary on a railway in Yorkshire? Nice. That's the... is that the one a few years back on the North Yorkshire Moors Railway? Hello Ben, how are you? Welcome in. Slowly popping that down. 17 miles. Actually not too far, I suppose. I thought it was much longer. So we could get there on time. We're not going to be stopping. Maybe. It is possible. Get up to 100 on there, so we got a bit of a grade. 1 in 126. So not steep, but not friendly. Hello Mick, how are you? Off we go. I think I'll just get some external shots. Looks a bit better, doesn't it? Sort of seeing the steam and seeing the livery. Hello Charlie, not why you've been ill. That's not good to hear, Ben. As we make our way along. So yeah, we got this stream today, and then maybe might do some OMPC after this, maybe, just maybe, and then we've got some Steam again later, so probably around, I don't know what time, but at some point this evening we'll do the BR Black one, as like a full run, one of the scenarios. Hello Steve, is this DLC free if you have the current map installed, or is it still an extra? It is still an extra, Steve. So West Cornwall Local you need, and then this is £9.99. Although for some reason on PlayStation it's 50p less at £9.49. Well, so I don't know, is everyone happy with the price? Do you think £9.99 is overpriced or underpriced? Or just right? Is it available on PS5? It should be, Rob. Should be. We're playing on the PS5. Oh, see Ben. Oh, good. When you spawn into Edinburgh Glasgow, it spawns you not on board the train and teleports me to another station. Oh dear. A little bit of speed on us, which would be nice. It is 60, I think, most of the way to St Austell. Happy with the price. You want to see Infernbus UK, Spain, Portugal, Italy, Denmark. You want to see a lot of countries there. Good price compared to Microsoft Flight Sim. I think it's just one of those Sony things, Pig and Bob. I don't know why it's always 50 pence less on PlayStation. Let's go ahead. There we go. You can't even refund it because it's been too long. Well, I suppose maybe submit a ticket. Well, I suppose if you're getting it, I suppose others might be getting it. Is the St Ives branch included? Yes. Yeah, a little 3 mile long branch, just up there. Although one thing which would have been nice and sort of surprising we didn't see it on this route is the Falmouth branch, which runs for I think another 10 miles down to Falmouth. Which, yeah, when this sort of first got released, I was quite surprised we didn't see it. Because then it would sort of just complete this area. You'd have St Ives branch and the Falmouth branch. That bloody safety rope. Just get that on a little bit. Get the safety valve off. And that bell was the AWS, just up there. And there's a speedo as well. So we've got a 30 into Trovo. Or was it 40? 30 or 40? Happened ever since the update. Oh. Well, hopefully they'll get that sorted. Weird though. What's everyone's favourite livery? BR Black or the LMS Crimson livery? Fair enough, Nigel. But I suppose, as you've just stated there, I suppose everything's going up. So I suppose Dovetail and the devs need to keep on top as well. That down to 30, and yeah, in 2 days we're getting the new German route, the Linker Rheinstrecke. Are there any additional routes to the standard ones? Do you mean the Train Sim World 3 standard ones, Steve? As if so, there is tens of routes, absolutely tons of routes in the game. Apart from Cajon Pass, Castle Versberg, Spirit of Steam, and Southeastern High Speed. There's tons, and this being one of them. Or do you mean services? Like, does this actually give you any extra services on other routes? And yes, I believe it does. You can get, I think there's a Railtour service now on Edinburgh Glasgow. 2 actually, I think there's one with the 37 and one with, well, this. Oh, weird thing though. This is Truro. Surprised we're not stopping on the viaduct just past here. Which is a definite fly-by-shot location. Yes. Oh, and Truro Cathedral got remodelled as well. So there's the new one. I think before it was all dark and sort of gloomy. There's 4 services on this route. Outside of 6 scenarios, 4 services, and then 1 service on Edinburgh Glasgow. Lovely. Yeah, there's Trovo Cathedral. I don't know why we're not stopping on this viaduct, really. Look at that. It's pretty good. There it goes. And now to tackle the grades up to St Austell, which are fairly steep. 13 miles. I doubt we will get there on time. Thanks to Daniel, who just subscribed. 1 in 70, that's nice. Well, we're definitely going to lose speed up here then. Hopefully we don't get stuck. As I said, the grades are very steep on up to St Austell. What's our boiler pressure at? Well, it's quite low. Oh wow, it is quite low actually. I mean, it is going up. Yeah, it's quite low. It says it's, oh no, it says it's going down now. Right, okay, then we need to try and get that up. Because otherwise we're going to be in a little bit of trouble. Well, wish us luck. Yeah, very elegant. Miles into a little tunnel. Many will wait for sales on Steam, as this will be reduced by Easter, so you take your choice. So you prefer no sales and lower prices. We'll be buying Ryan Strecker on Xbox for £30. Never an Xbox sale. I've just realised that we haven't bloody put on the headlamps. I meant to do that, Penzance, but I never did it. Well, let's get them on now. It's slightly late. Well, I don't know how effective they will be, because obviously it doesn't have the new lighting. There we go. Better late than never, I suppose. Although, it's a 90, so I don't know, but wouldn't this actually be fitted with a headlight? Or was in the 90s that was still sort of fine not to have a headlight? Which probably is the case. I don't know, probably not. It's set in this is 1990, isn't it? So I probably wouldn't have the headlight. Just the marker lights. A little bit of a downhill gradient, not for long though. I'll go straight back up in a second. But yeah, the German route will be on Thursday. So hopefully there'll be some videos for you in the morning when it first releases, and then I'll stream it in the evening as I'll be out on Thursday. So, but we'll work it out. Looking forward to it though. The 103 into another tunnel. 60 miles an hour. Well, that should be able to hopefully boost us up now. And we've got a 60 coming up anyway, so. So once we get to the end of this service, we'll come out of here and we'll take a look at what you actually get with the pack and other routes it does go on to. And then later on we'll do another stream, and that will be in the BR Black livery. Not too sure what time that will be yet, but we'll find out later. Is the Midland Main Line out this month as well? I'm guessing so. I mean, we've only had like two screenshots of it so far, which would be a little bit concerning if it was coming out this month, as there's only 2 weeks of the month left. I've got a funny feeling the Midland Main Line will be delayed. Just the fact we've only had 2 screenshots so far. And if it is supposed to be coming out in March as well. Do you get an upgrade for the Steam engine? You're still waiting on Steam. An upgrade for the Steam engine. Well, it has got a more modern feel to it. You've got the speedometer there, which is a nice addition. And the AWS, if that's what you mean. Although no changes to the one on Spirit of Steam. That's still the same. And you got 60. Luckily it's greens the whole way through. Hello Kohino, how are you? Welcome in. We got 65. So should be alright trying to get up here. Let's get full throttle again. Why has PS4 got Train Sim 2 again? Was playing Bakerloo Line same thing you set after the update. What do you mean Do you mean Train Sim World 2? Why has it still got it? Well, they haven't taken it off the store yet. I was just hoping the summer update it just goes back to being Train Sim World. No sort of Train Sim World, Train Sim World 2020, Train Sim World 2, Train Sim World 3, just Train Sim World. Hopefully at some point we just see it, well hopefully at some point we do see it rebranded just to Train Sim World again. It's DLC, David. Yeah, it's £9.99 for this. So 6 scenarios, 4 services. I think 1 service on Edinburgh Glasgow as well, and a more sort of modern Jubilee with the LMS Crimson livery and the BR Black livery, or BR Black and Red livery, I suppose. Nice. Cornish Riviera Express. And you get 2 headboards as well. If you come up to the front and sort of, well, like that, you can then change it. You've got the Cornishman, and then none. So we have it as the Cornish Riviera Express. Something low res though, isn't it? There it is. Nice. You're doing the Glasgow one as we speak. It's in the dark. Oh. What time is it then? Evening or morning? Oh, we are losing speed, although I think we should hopefully still be able to make it. Yeah, that'll be good. And you've got Train Sim Classic, Train Sim World. Nice and easy, no one gets confused. Six and a half miles. Well, I suppose if they did just rebrand it to Train Sim World, you then have to take Train Sim World 2 off the stores. Some people will then get confused about that. Even in our say. I'll take a look after this. Yeah, once we get to St Austell, we'll go back to the main menu. Quickly see what you actually get with the pack. So, you know, scenarios, services, if the services go elsewhere onto other routes. And we'll also quickly load in and have a little look at the BR Black livery, which will then stream later this afternoon or later this evening. Oh, I see wrong. Yes, this train actually probably copes better than the 150. The 150 seems to struggle so much going up these grades, but this, 65 odd miles an hour. I suppose we're not, well, we are actually going downhill a bit at the moment, but it's done well. Possibly even better performing than the 40 or 37. And there's a safety valve going off. Boo. And yeah, realistically this is now double tracked. But as this route is set in the 90s, it's still single. See you, Ben, thanks for coming in. Hopefully you feel better today or later on. Lovely. 4.5 miles to St Austell. How many coaches? 5, I think. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5 coaches. Mark 1s. Oh, nice look. As we speed our way along. 1N83 gradient to contend with now. There we go. It's quite quick. It does actually feel quicker than doing it in the 150. Because the 150 just seems to struggle so much getting up these grades. But this, look at this. 62 odd miles an hour. Easy. Let's get a flyby shot as we're sort of at speed. That's true, Mickey. If it was a full 10 like you get on Spirit or Steam, we'd be having a little bit of trouble. A lot of those express services on Spirit or Steam. A bit more of a struggle. Beautiful looking though, isn't it? And it is fitted with AWS as well. Hence the bell and the alarm, which should go off fairly soon. And yeah, if you haven't seen those gauges on the left before, they're, well, the steam ones. So I think the one on the top is the boiler pressure, and the one underneath I think is the steam chest pressure. And then you've got the dampers, which on, yeah, I think the cylinder cock's one and the dampers one. And also with the ejector as well. Something along those lines. That's all good, Nigel. See you in a bit, mate. Well, we'll be finishing once we get to, well, once we've shown off what you actually get included, and then we'll be back later for another run on here. I should get AWS going off in a second. If there's a magnet, that is. Maybe there's not a magnet. Nice, sweet, there you go. I think that signal does clear us into the platform. Oh, nice race. Well, I'm hoping it clears us into the platform. I think it does. I'm going to assume that signal does. I could be wrong though. I think it does. We are running late anyway, so it should be clear. There we go. Well, that was a bit of good fun. Steam on West Cornwall. As we, I suppose, follow the valley around to the main centre of St Austell. There we go. 0.8. See you, Nigel. Thanks for coming in, mate. Enjoy your lunch. .7. We'll be there fairly soon. Yeah, coming into St Austell. It's just round this corner. And the brakes are fairly easy to use as well on here, as we're a slightly shorter train. And here we are, we've got a red at the end of the platform, so we'll be careful. Don't want to get a spad right at the end. We'll take it nice and steady. Just a little bit of just keep us going. And there we are. And there's a safety valve making us aware it's still there. As we pop that in. Cool. But yeah, hopefully, and fingers crossed we can actually stop. So I don't want to stop too short. I don't want to stop too close to it. So if we go through that, it's game over. And that's just a little bit further, just a tad. Right, that should be alright, shouldn't it? I reckon that should, I mean, fingers crossed that will count. Let's just pop that down a little bit more. 4 yards is usually alright. There we go. And do the doors. That was good. On the Cornish Riviera Express. Get a screenshot. As we arrive at St Austell. A little bit more. There's still a bit of a gap there, isn't there? Oh, you can, that's good. Just seeing if you contact the signaller using the signal post phone. There you can. And that's St Austell, which is the end of the journey. How do you turn this around at Penzance due to a missing turntable? Oh, that's a very good point, isn't it? I suppose you couldn't. Yeah, I suppose you couldn't. Good point you made there. That was good. Thank you for completing this. Let's see how you perform. I don't think there's any trophies either. I'll quickly have a look, but I don't think there is any trophies for this DLC. Let's quickly have a look. Is there any trophies for it? Train Sim of 3. Be one of these ones down here, won't it? No. No, there's no trophies for it. No trophies for that. Not too bad, 40 miles an hour and 17 minutes, not bad. Reliving history. Right, let's see what you actually get with this pack. We've shown off, the thing you can drive. Let's see. What do we get for £9.99? If it wants to load. Come on. Right. So West Cornwall Local itself, you get, I think, 6 scenarios. So, oh no, maybe 5, is it? No, I thought it was 6. Oh, well, maybe it's 5 then. Reliving history, royal service, cooling off steam, old troubles with modern solutions, and arriving home for Christmas. Which is, in fact, that we got to load into that quickly, just to have a look. I suppose the sort of train of lights. Yeah, we will quickly load into it just to have a look. I'm not going to do this one though, it's not Christmas yet. Look at that though. It's great. We'll quickly have a look at the coaches as well, as they're all sort of Christmassy. But this will definitely be what we'll be doing next Christmas as the Christmas special. Look at that. All lit up. And you've got the, I mean, that is just awesome. Coaches are all decorated as well. Look at that. Love it. Proper little Christmassy scenario. Oh. The Mark 1's draped in lights. Lovely. I think there's also, yeah, somewhere. Let's see if I think there's actually a little secret in the cab. I think. So let's try and find it. They did say there was something Christmassy in the cab, or on the footplate. Where's the light? Where's it going to be? There'll be something here, won't there? If we can find it. Maybe not. I'm pretty sure they said that there was something within the footplate which was sort of Christmassy. I thought it'd be like a little Christmas music player or something. But yeah, that's the Christmas one. Let's quickly have a look at the services you get on here as we load out. And we'll take a look at the LMS, the BR black and red livery as well. Once it loads us out, so yeah, West Cornwall Local again, timetable. So you can see you've got 4 services and you can pick any of the variants there. So Birmingham News, hang on, it said 4 on there. And that's, well, hang on, yeah, 3 on there. So you've got that one there, and that one there. So why does it say there's 4 on there then? That's weird, it says there's 4 on there, but there's only 3. Oh, it's probably because there's 1 on Edinburgh Glasgow. Alright, and then yeah, if we go down to Edinburgh Glasgow, you can see you now have actually 2 rail tour services. You've got this one here from Edinburgh Waverley to Glasgow Queen Street, and then you've also got the 37 rail tour as well. You've got 2 on there actually. Edinburgh Waverley to Fort William. So nice. Let's load in and we'll quickly take a look at the BR black one. Hello Puds, how are you? Yeah, that one there. If we spawn in, in fact, let's do a service. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do a service in it now. So Trovo to Penzance. If we set that to May, should then be like. That's the half fruit one. Might as well. Right, there we go. So this is one of the services we get. I mean, look at that. What one have we got? We got Leander, which I think is actually one of the real ones, which is still about today. Let's get the doors unlocked. Good here, Moses. Only stop at St Earth. Set that to forwards. Get that on. There we go. Get them on as well. Look at that though. Oh, can we do the headboard on this one? We can. We'll do this one as the Cornishman. It's a nice area, yeah. And what looks better, the LMS Crimson or the BR Black? You're very much in the Steam mood, lovely. And we've got 5 carriages. There's a 37 there. Get the doors shut. Yeah, look at that. I love this logo. Sort of the line on top and then the wheel, and it's great. Right, let's get going. Yeah, that looks all good. Hopefully we'll get moving. As the brakes slowly come off. Come on, brakes. There you go, that looked good. And we're off. You like the other one, fair enough. You caught the train into Penzance not long ago, they did a good job with the environment on this route. Oh, a bit wheel slip there. And this works as well. Falmouth Docks. What's going on? Come on. It's not it's misbehaving. Let's look at the other. Is there a screen on this side? There is. Where's R1 actually? Where's the one for R1? Not Falmouth. No, not that one. Where's R1? The under was running on the Kent. Oh, that's weird. Or Falmouth apparently. Was running on the something Valley Railway for the spring steam guard on the 9th and 11th of March. Nice. Oh, look at the sun reflecting off that though. Very nice. Yeah, just had to suppose a little bit more gameplay to West Cornwall Local. I suppose West Cornwall Local is quite a sort of service-wise, it's quite sort of a dull route, sort of, you know, service-wise. So I suppose it just adds a little bit more gameplay to it. Which is nice in these gameplay packs. I suppose a bit like what Dovetail are doing with the loco add-on sort of bundles, just adds more gameplay to it. Well, there's something which would be awesome to see in future on this route is the HST. I reckon we'll see that in future as like another gameplay pack for this. For like HST services, that would be awesome. Very steep gradient to begin. We're probably going to get stuck. I wouldn't be surprised. Need to pick up that speed as quick as we can, really. As otherwise we're not going to be getting very far. Come on, train, do your thing. Oh, the Keighley and Worth Valley Railway. Let's put that down. What you up to today then, Puds? Is it a chilled out day or is it a work day? Right, there we go. Ooh, I wonder if you can still put a lamp at the top when the headboard's on. Okay, I don't think you can. Good. That would look quite funny. No, you can't. Awesome, Puds. Better than that bloody IET. There it goes. Yes, as we're doing this one now, we might do this again later. We'll see. I've got a few bits to do this evening. But yeah, it's been good fun. Just, yeah, as I said, adds a bit of gameplay to your routes. I suppose think of this as being, well, I suppose it pretty much is, similar to the Union Pacific Heritage Collection. A few liveries, a few scenarios, a few extra services, just adds a bit more gameplay. And if you like your steam trains and you want a slightly more modern steam train, then this is probably quite for you. I suppose also if you want to run this on West Somerset Railway, something like this is perfect. I suppose you could even replicate the what are they, steam trains of light or whatever they're called, with the Christmassy variant of it. Sort of perfect for that. Definitely not going to get to St Austell at 16 past, probably late. There's some track speed limits, lovely puds. Puds, I don't know if you would know the answer to it, I'm guessing not, but do you know if the time of day 4 is going to come to this route at some point? And I'm guessing yeah, eventually in future. But I sort of thought it would release with this DLC. But I'll probably ping Jasper later on in our server and just say, is this sort of in the plans? Hello Superstar, how does the train turn around at Penzance? Because there's no turn. You're the second person, Superstar, to mention that. I suppose it couldn't. It just couldn't turn around. I suppose a diesel loco would sort of have to drag it back up. That's a very good, unless you have to drive it tender first, but tender first on this route, I don't think that's probably a good idea. Don't know about RC. That's all good. Yeah, that's a very good point. How does this actually get back up? I'm guessing it either goes tender first, or there's extra services for the Class 37 to then drag it back to St Austell. No, surely it can be tender first. They order a crane. Good suggestion, maybe. Oh, good thinking. Good thinking. Oh, and have you got the? Yeah, you've still got that cam on this one. But no, we'll have to actually see what happens when we get to Penzance. Unless we see another train running tender first, but yeah. What livery do you get with this train? This is the BR Black livery. Which is quite smart, isn't it? Sort of the red and same sort of colour scheme as the King's Guards, Queen's Guards. Sort of black and red, quite smart. Hello Daniel, how are you? Welcome in. We're in Leander for this run. Just told me mum was bothering you. Fair enough. Now we have to have a look. I'm guessing a 37 will just drag it back though. But you do make a good point. That's a nice little detail. Sort of, you can sort of see the connectors there are sort of rusty. I hope sort of rust look into it. There's Amanda still. As well, we've got 15 miles. Be Redroof we go through next. Redroof, Camborne, Hell, and then St Earth. But we'll get there in good time. Not in a rush. But as we are doing this one now, we'll see about later. Possibly. I suppose 45690. Oh, the little code underneath the number on the smoke box. No, not there. Whereabouts would that be? Wouldn't be, it's so dark, wouldn't be able to see. Might not even have the number there. Under the smoke box. It'd be over like here, wouldn't it? Not sure. Fairly, I suppose, nice pace at the moment, 35 miles an hour. Which is not line speed, but then we are going up a fairly steepish gradient. There's definitely more weathering to this one though. Whereas with the, yeah, much more. With the LMS Crimson livery, it was literally like completely clean. But this one, you can see little sort of marks and stuff. You can see the front here looks a bit sort of rusty. Yeah, there's definitely more sort of weathering to this livery. Maybe it's just more noticeable with the black. That's my store. I'm guessing you mean this. Do you mean this? Oh, at the front. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Here. That's 5C and then 45690. Lovely. Getting a little bit foggy. I don't know if did we keep dynamic weather on? I guess we probably did. Hopefully it does stay nice and sunny. Don't start bloody raining. Well, it might look good in the rain though. There you go, much more speed on us. And we got a 70 coming up. Should be 10A. Ah. Remember, this is the 90s. So maybe it was 5C then, maybe? Yeah, this route's set in the 90s, 1990. Oh, that weirdly changed there. We got 70. You're tempted but unsure as you haven't got Edinburgh to Glasgow at the moment. Well, if you're liking what you're watching, Daniel, when you're liking the look of a more modern steam train. Obviously it's the same sound, same mostly everything as the Spirit of Steam Jubilee, but you've got the AWS up there, and the Speedo as well. So it's good if you want to run it on Scenario Planner as well for other routes. Good probably for West Somerset Railway. You get the headboards as well, just the Cornishman and the Cornish Riviera Express. You'd much rather drive a Jubilee than the Flying Scotsman. Fair enough, Puds. It's a nice loco to drive. And I was saying earlier, it would be nice to see a Great Western region steam loco at some point in the future. Maybe on something like the Riviera line in the 50s for Train Sim World. Imagine that. That'd be beautiful. $13 miles. And that, where that 40 is, that's where Red Roof is. So I have to slow right down. And it's gone all foggy and cloudy. Boo. There we go. Let's put in the regulator in full for now. Just until I suppose we maybe get to about a mile off that 40. Then I'll pop it down. Nice. Yeah, I wonder what Rivet's next DLC will be. I'm going to guess something Swiss. As they've done, I suppose, three British DLCs in a row now. So maybe the next one will be a Swiss route. Oh, let's see, let's play. Yeah, coming up to that 40. Pop that down. There we go. That's coming down. As we come into Red Roof. That's another good question, because one of the scenarios goes down to St Ives, but how does it then get back? So that must be a diesel loco behind, unless it would be some sort of top and tail steam action. And for a Red Roof station. You got the 40 there. Here it comes, look at that. Now the stations are slightly closer to one another now. So Camborne next in a couple of miles. Now we've got a bit of a grade coming up as well. There's a 150. But it's nice to have the speedo though. There we go. As we make our way towards Penzance. Yeah, what's everyone's favourite livery? BR Black or LMS Crimson? Or maybe you prefer the one on Spirit of Seeing, the greeny one. .9 miles. Maybe we will get there 16 past. Actually no, that would be what, 8 minutes to go 9.7 miles. Maybe not. Probably get there maybe 20 past, if anything. Yeah, up the hill to Camborne, and then Hell, and then after Hell it's St Earth. And then we're due into Penzance at 7:27. So apparently in 20 minutes, which probably won't happen. Hello Swampy, how are you? Welcome in. Feels like it's been a while, so welcome in. How you doing? Welcome to a bit of Steam fun. This train does much better than the 150 though. The 150 always struggles up here. I think it's the Crimson, but both look great. Way more power than the 150. It feels like it at least. Well, not too far to Camborne. And that's the AWS you keep hearing there ringing out. You're loving this DLC, nice. You think the Crimson looks better? I suppose it also matches the coaches, doesn't it? Sort of looks nice. Good to Swampy? Yeah, I'm alright. I suppose so. I suppose so. Yeah, the Crimson does go better with the coaches though, doesn't it? Would be cool to see some different coaches though. Maybe to see some blood and custard ones or something like that. I reckon this would probably go better with blood and custard. Oh, hello. Oh, we're in the tender. We don't have much coal, do we? We're going to run out. This is, oh no, there's Camborne, just there. That's a hot chocolate, Mark, Tash. You've caught me out there, Mick, caught me out. Saying that, I might actually make one after this. Nice hot chocolate. Why not? I had too many recently. I had like 3 the other day. Who doesn't love the Crimson and Cream Mark ones? Although, what is the best, I suppose, livery or colour on the Mark 1 coaches? Southern Green has certainly got to be up there with being one of the nicest. I know that probably is quite biased, but surely it has. Southern Green has got to be up there with some of the best looking Mark 1s. This looks fresh with the green and yellow. Although, what coaches are Pullman coaches? It's completely different to others. Yeah, what year were the Pullman coaches built? Like, when you think of Pullman, you think, well, you know, the little model ones and stuff as well. But quite a few of them. How's your trucking getting on, Swampy? You have to check out Mick's channel, What Mickford, who's in the chat. He does trucking. I'm excited for Linka Rheinstrecke. Yes, I mean, driving the 103. I mean, it looked beautiful. 24 odd castles on it. 90s. It's going to be good. It looked good from the preview. There we go. I've got 55 miles now. See you in a bit, Amanda. See you in a bit. Round we go. Up to 65. Lovely. Good looking loco though. Got love a Jubilee. And then for the Peak Forest route, which Dovetail are developing, we're going to be getting a 4F. Oh, so yeah, that's when we've been playing Deliver Us the Moon and Transport Fever 2. Never heard of the first one, but have Transport Fever 2, we've been playing a lot of that as well, as it's recently released on console. Oh yeah, it does, yeah. The only downside to Transport Fever 2 on console, which I would like them to add, is some sort of mod hub. I mean, if Farm Sim can do it, SnowRunner can do it, why can't Transport Fever 2? Yeah, some sort of mod hub. I know the best mods from the workshop get put onto there officially into the game or something. Yeah, we know about Peak Forest Puds. With the 4F, Buxton, Ambergate to Buxton and Chinley. That got announced on the Spring Summit. And some of the initial screenshots of that look beautiful. I reckon that'll be out in May. Sort of similar time to when Spirit of Steam released last year. Just finished the Glasgow route, nice. How was the rail tour on there? Worth doing? Fair enough, Ron. So we're going through hell shortly, that's where that 45 is. Let's get a flyby shot, we're getting quite a bit of speed here. Nice little shot. There it goes. Have we not got a tail lamp on the back? No, we don't. Hold on. Should be able to put that on. Let's quickly put that down to 45. Quickly go to the back quick and see if we can pop the tail lamp on. Strange. Oh, there we go. A more modern one. There's two there. Ah, there we go. They're all sorted. Remember to do that then when you do one of these rail tour services. Go to the back and put the tail lamp on. Two miles to St Earth, which we're not getting there at 16 past. Running a little bit behind. Yeah, very good question there. What will happen once we get to Penzance? Where will the train go? How will the train get back? For sure it'll be bonkers if it went tender first. Along the main line, up all those steep grades. It couldn't go tender first. So I wonder if a loco will couple on behind and just drag it back to St Austell. Maybe it's like an extra 37 service or something. That'd be quite cool to do actually. Dragging the steam train back. This is hell. There we go. We've got 75 just to get us up the hill. Now from St Earth to Penzance it's like 10 minutes. Oh, more updates is there? Oh, brilliant! Hang on, if it's, that might bring the new time of day 4 then. Let's have a look. I mean that's fantastic for where it is. Oh, it's only a little one. Yeah, not a lot then, just 30. So yeah, there has been a new update. Not a lot to it. But for Edinburgh Glasgow, camera view is now unlocked when looking at the TMS screen. Class 385 passenger right hand door button is now correctly labelled, and you should not be able to swap to the head out cameras from the driver's seat. And for West Cornwall Local, you've got Class 37 introduction should now be completable, and brake types will no longer change after you have coupled to a vehicle with a different brake type. And I think that is, yeah, that's it. So it's just a small little update, a couple of little fixes there. Rent a train driver comes on and takes it home. And coming into St Earth, which is where the St Ives branch goes off. Very steep into here. It's going to be quite hard to actually probably get going again as well. And here we are. Farmson 22 has an update as well. I guess it is Tuesday. Seems to always be updates out for games on Tuesday. It's all happening, yeah. And Rainbow Six Siege, that usually has updates on Tuesday as well. They're all having updates. Here we are, this is St Earth. What we'll do is we'll get that open. Just then it's ready. Only 3 minutes late, that's not bad. Cornishman. And yeah, you can change the headboards as well. Like that. Welcome back, Amanda. Oh, awesome, Mick. Got the Platinum last night on Farm Sim 22. I suppose, what's next, Mick, for Farm Sim? Is it sort of like, oh, that's done now, or are you going to continue with it? Or what's the next game you're looking at getting a Platinum on? Right, door's shut. I wonder if it actually has our one on the screen here. Oh yes, it does. Cool. Hello, Lion. How are you? Right, we're going to be very careful coming out. It's a 1 in 71 out of here. Getting sand on as well. Those brakes are still releasing. So we'll let them fully release. It's going to be a bit of a struggle getting out of here though, I reckon. It's going to be like a run corn. And wheel slip is probably going to be quite easy to do as well. Awesome, Mick. Fair enough. Out we go. If this was 10 coaches, you're probably having a bit of a nightmare out of here. As it's 5, it's fairly straightforward. But you can see it's quite visible, the gradient actually coming up here. See that going right up to that bridge there, and then it then goes straight down to sea level pretty much after that bridge. Up we go though, slowly getting speed. Won't get a lot though. Come on, train. It is getting there. Let's get the sand off. Oh, that's not the sand. Uh-oh, that wasn't good to do. There we go, that's good. That was really not a good thing to do there. Up we go though. .7. Oh, what's that over there? Hang on, what's this? Music box. How do we not notice that? Don't be copyrighted. Wow, there's a music box. It's like Christmassy music. That wasn't on the LMS one, was it? Oh yes. The Christmas jam. Oh, there's that then. You got the little music box there. That's your equivalent of an in-game radio. AWS on a Steam Loco. Is this an official Dovetail Games? This is a Rivet Games DLC Atlas. So third party, West Cornwall Local. Well, you need West Cornwall Local to get it. It's the Steam Railtours pack. So in the name, what it is: Railtours for West Cornwall Local for £9.99. Four miles to go. Let's go ahead again. There it goes. Our 5 coaches. As we're cruising down to Penzance, and then the biggest question of today: how does the train go back? I reckon there'll be a 37, which will come up behind and drag it back to St Austell. it'll be just crazy if it was tender first. Very weird as well. Although if you do want to drive a steam train tender first, you can on Spirit of Steam for the Liverpool Lime Street Edge Hill services. Then it then turns around and then goes back. It's out on console, it won't be out on PC yet. PC will be slightly later on. But it's out on consoles, Xbox and PlayStation. Really flying along here. That's the fastest we've gone today, 75. It was really field speed on these things. Hang on. Hang on. That is close. It just looked like it hit the AWS, but no, it doesn't. Bringing that down. There we go. It's almost at sea level now. Which I think we are actually now, pretty much. That was a nice service though. From Trovo. Oh yeah, so you just let me deliver us the moon. Interesting. There's the 50. So we've got to follow the coast all the way around to Penzance. Which is quite a way around actually. All the way over there. Have I played Rec Room before? No. I've seen people play it, but I haven't played it myself. Hello, it's your boy. It's not on your scenario planner. But you have to get the DLC first, then it'll be on there. It should be scenario planner compatible. Wouldn't think of a reason why it wouldn't be. Yeah, around into the station. As you can see just there. You have the DLC. Well, I can't think why it wouldn't be on Scenario Planner. Unless it comes under as a different name. Let's put that down. Popping that down to 15. Pop the reverser up a little bit as well. Hello Xavier, that's all good. It's been alright so far. I'm not sure about Ali, I would imagine it should be on there somewhere. Unless maybe it's coming up under the Spirit of Steam LMS Jubilee. Not sure. Although I am disappointed at something, is the fact that the route isn't on TOD4 now. Which I did think would sort of come with this DLC. So volumetric, clouds, yeah, the new skybox and stuff. So hopefully we do see that at some point. And also little details in the scenarios. Well, this is the scenario we did beforehand. You know, like having train spotters on the platform, little flashes from the carriages as people take photos, stuff like that. That would have been cool. But apart from that, for £9.99, not too shabby. That'd be cool, railway guy. I mean, yeah, I suppose two new liveries, a slightly more modernised Jubilee, with the Christmas light variant as well, which is pretty cool. 5 scenarios, 4 services, well 3 being on this route and 1 on Edinburgh Glasgow. I wouldn't say that's too bad. I'll say Xavier. That's what you can still listen to the chuffers. That'd be cool, Swampy. But yeah, I think the only thing I'm sort of disappointed in, which I suppose isn't directly linked to the DLC, is the fact there's no you know, TOD4, like a Train Sim 3 update to it, which maybe will come in future. But I'll ping Jasper in our ambassador server and just say, is this sort of in the plans? So if I get an answer, I'll let you know. But yeah, what's going to happen to this train? How is it going to get back? That's going to be another big question. What happens? It can't just reverse back up to St Austell. That's no. It can't just disappear. I suppose it could stay here all day, but then that would just be weird. So what will happen to it? Because I think there's also another train, isn't there? Like slightly after this one. There we go, this is Penzance. Yeah, what happens to this train after? Ah, that's what happens. That then probably, I suppose, goes on Dovetail do the return journey. I guess, yeah, I guess that one then attaches to the front. That's the same one? Hang on, that's cheeky, that's the same one. That's really cheeky, that is. Unless that's just by chance they're the same one. That's Leander as well. Hello, Senseless. That's alright. I'm going to go back to free roam. Let's quickly run over. Because that is a bit cheeky, isn't it? I thought something cool would happen. I thought a 37 would come up behind and drag it back or something. Let's go have a look. That was lovely, yeah. There it is there. That's a little bit cheeky. Let's quickly go back over. Yeah, railway staff, just quickly jump across. Let's have a look. What are you doing? When do you leave? That's a bit disappointing, that. Slightly breaks the realism, I suppose. 10:55 this one, and it then goes back. Well, that is going to be it, everyone, for today. There's the 08 there. For today's Train Sim 3. First look at the Steam Railtour pack. Oh, hello. We've got another train coming. We've got to see that. Hang on, this is the... Oh, 37 does come up behind. Right, I'm going to be really cheeky here. I want to see what happens. Will this take the whole train just back? What's going to happen? Really intrigued just to see what happens here. Let me get them off here. There we go. Is it going to couple? Are you going to couple or not? I've not actually seen one of these couple before. Look at that. Never actually watched the AI doing it. Well, go on then. Need to see this, yeah. do it then. There we go. So where's it going to go? Is it going to take the loco as well? Oh, that's steaming. So... do you know what you're doing? Just sort of sitting there not doing a lot. Well, what happens now? Well, let's get in and have a look. What's the instruction? Right, what are you gonna do? What's... oh, I don't have permission. Oh, okay. So it's an AI service. Well, where does it go? Well, what's it doing here? Where's it going to take these carriages? So you can't actually control that. That's AI. So maybe it takes it up to the sidings up there. She is. Well, it's not going yet, so I don't know. What does it say on here? Maybe. No. We're not sure, but... oh, hang on, there it goes. Oh, it's nicking the loco as well. We need to watch this. Let's run up here. Running. No one's on that driver's seat there. Where is it going? It must be going to the little yard up there. I can't remember the name of it. Goodbye, train. Maybe. That's good. I could have stayed in there actually. That's a good point. But saying that, we could actually jump. If we're quick, we might be able to jump on. In fact, let's try and do that. We might be able to jump. Did I leave that open? I didn't. Hold on. No. Quick. Yes, we're on. Right, where are we going? Alright, I'm back. I'll just sit in there. Where is this taking us? So yeah, you can't drive this service, which is weird. Where are we going? Actually, I wonder if I can switch over to the 37. Actually, no, I won't do that because it'll probably break it. Let's just stay here. Where are we going? Well, this is fun, exciting. Unless it just takes it all the way back to St Austell. Maybe. But I suppose if it was doing that, would then be cool to have it as a player service. I doubt it is going all the way back, but maybe it is. It hasn't turned into there yet. Viewers first, safety, exactly. Oh, yeah, is that chuffing as well? It's not, is it? No. That is quite cool. Back we go. Oh, there's a red there. Oh, that's not nice. Is that for us? No, it is, isn't it? You probably want to think about stopping. Unless we're just going to go through it. Are we going to go through it? Are we slowing down? No, we are slowing down. Just. Where on earth? What's going on? Are we now going back in or something? Maybe. Are we going the other way? Who knows? I suppose. Maybe it then goes into one of the sidings. And what would we wait? Is there anything coming down maybe? Which we have to wait for? No, there's nothing. Nothing. Okay, well, we're just going to sit here then. What's going on? Yeah, Xavier. It does, they do a little bit, don't they? Well, let's listen to our tunes. There we go. Got our tunes on. Christmas music. Hello Ricky, I'm alright. Well, I don't know what's going on now, but we're not doing much. Right, let's go for a run. Let's go down to the front end. Oh. Probably start moving, won't it? As soon as we get down there. Oh, you can stay open then. Let's go and have a look. Unless it knows we're on board. Do I have to drive back to Penzance? Pretty much, census. It probably just, it would say we wouldn't. It would just say not allowed to drive. Yeah, you don't have permission to drive the service. So what is it waiting for then? Why are we sat here? There's nothing else in there, is there? Maybe there is something coming down. But there is a green there. Oh, maybe something's leaving? No, I don't think so. Let's have a look. Maybe there's a 37 behind us. There is something green. Oh, that's what we're waiting for. It's waiting for that. That's going to be ages until it does that, which I'm guessing it then goes... It must then go into there, mustn't it? Yeah, it must go into there and then sit there for the remainder of the day. Oh, that's what I'm guessing. Or assume it does that. Drag it out of view and that's it, and that's done. Well, that's going to be it, everyone, for today's look at the Steam Railtours pack by Rivet Games, which you can pick up for £9.99. Gives you 5 scenarios, 4 services, 3 on West Cornwall Local, 1 on Edinburgh Glasgow. You get the LMS Crimson livery and the BR Black livery, and a slightly more modern Jubilee of AWS and stuff like that, and Speedo as well, which is good. I don't really know what else to say, really. I think the only thing I said what I was slightly disappointed with was the fact, little details and scenarios, you know, train spotters on platforms, little flashes from people taking pictures in the scenario we did, and the fact it's not got the Train Sim World 3 features the route yet, so like volumetric clouds, etc. But maybe that'll be added in a later update, maybe. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. Links can be found in the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store. Big thanks to Dovetail, Rivet for giving us a key to show it off. Apart from that, thanks all for coming in, and I hope we'll see you next time. See you all, and take care. Bye, guys.